Hey mates, another green battle +6. I think it's again +6. Was it the other time? The last time it was +6. Anyway, what's more important is the daughter is here. Sorry for the baby sounds, and they're also cute, so don't know if I have to be sorry. I personally like them, but it's my baby, so after all, I guess that's normal. They're super cute. Anyway, excuse me if you don't like it. But anyway, what I was trying to say is it's the same dungeon, different team. Let's see the performance here. I think it was before several days now. I think last time we were doing a little bit better for the starting pack. I think it was this week. So the same affixes, yeah. Most probably it was. What else? I got just a little bit time before we go to the 9th election in Bulgaria in a row, cause they can't form a government, state, how's the word?
Government.
Yeah, they can't form a government, as they don't wanna cooperate with each other. None of the parties, at least not with enough votes, which is a little bit strange if you ask me, because there are two major parties that are super they're super easy to connect with each other, but the thing is that one of the parties actually came as like an opposition to the other one, and they're both relatively new parties. One of them is super new, like only 4 years old or something like that. The other one is 12 years, for example, or a little bit older, but it's still relatively new. One of them is center right, the other one is center left, but not very left, I would say. It's like they're both democratic parties, I would say. There's no real. One of them is most probably, I don't know about where continuing the change is their name, if I have to translate it in English. And I think their policies are a little bit like social democrats. Am I right? Let's see.
Well,
A little bit.
I think they're rather center right. I think.
They're a little bit more to the left from the GERB. How's that?
Citizens for European Development.
Yeah. Alright.
The GERB is center right.
GERB is center right, yeah. The other.
And the other guys are also center right.
I think they're center left.
A bit more left.
I think they're officially center left.
Okay, I might be mistaken.
At the beginning, I thought the same as you, but I think then I understood they're actually center left, which was a little bit strange. I have to be honest. But they tried to make a coalition with the. They were thinking about making a coalition with the socialists. So anyway, so today is the election, and then I got a meeting with friends.
That doesn't make them leftist. It makes them have to choose between the lesser evil. So they thought the Socialist Party was the lesser evil.
Yeah, but
which is totally not the case.
Totally not the case. Yeah, the socialists are the literally the descendants of the communist party. Literally, they're the same guys. I mean, literally, they're their children.
Their sons and daughters, yes.
Yeah, literally.
And nephews and
yeah,
children.
yeah. So they might be actually talking whatsoever else, but we all know that, and it's strange to choose them before the other party that actually made some change in Bulgaria. Let's be honest about that. The only party that
Who is that?
they're
Yeah, they did. They did make some change. That's the whole point.
positive
Is
change, yeah.
that they did take advantage of.
Yeah, okay, some corruption, I know, but still they're better than the communists that took all of the advantage possible. What's happening now? Do we have to summon someone? What's the case?
Are you on your own? Is everybody dead?
No, everyone is here. Maybe just accept the tank. Is this what we're... Yeah, maybe tank is not here. Ah, no, tank is... This guy.
So who's not here?
Yeah, he's just... AFK maybe?
He's chilling.
I don't know what
There
happened.
he is.
I think that guy was 1 minute. He wanted 1 minute when we were starting, so maybe he's got some. I don't know, something to deal with home or something like that. Or maybe he's at work. Who knows? It's Sunday. I doubt he's at work.
Yeah, well, on Sunday you have to deal with your family.
Yeah, which is far worse
Normally, yes.
than the colleagues. Just joking, of course.
It depends. Depends.
It's usually better. It's usually better. It has to be like that's your family after all. if it's not, it's either you're very unlucky or the other way around is you didn't choose correctly. Like, or maybe you did, but then things went south, which is happening. Unfortunately, but I've already commented on this boss, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, but maybe people haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. Well, my comments are very simple and like I think everyone knows about that. This boss is actually one of the hardest bosses in this dungeon. In a matter of like, if you can actually nail that one, if you can best him, you can
do
most
anything.
probably, you can most probably finish the dungeon. On the other hand, his mechanics are not very sophisticated. I mean, if you can deal with that one, that means you have enough damage. He's one of the hardest bosses to be killed in this dungeon. On the other hand, it's true that if you've got some handicap in the brain, like low IQ people,
That was very, very politically incorrect.
yeah,
In
okay.
so many ways.
But anyway, I mean, yeah, literally, you know, low IQ people. I mean, it happens rarely, but sometimes, or for example, people that don't know the game, which is the other version, which is like absolutely okay. No one has to have played
It's
for
not okay,
years.
actually, because it takes a few videos online to just know the mechanics. It's okay if you fail at the mechanics, but at least you tried. And when you have people who enter the dungeon not knowing at all what's going on,
Yeah.
that's a bit shit.
Yeah, it's shit for the key owner, cause you can.
Well, it's shit for everybody because you don't really have the time to explain it.
Yeah,
And if you
yeah.
wanted to explain, you don't have the time to explain. So you
But
can just-
practically you can explain. We have learned dungeons from the explanation of other players, some
Yeah,
mechanics, some
bits and
details.
Bits and
Yeah.
pieces. You can't tell them everything. Just bits and pieces. When you see that they die at this point, you tell them, okay, just don't stand there. But you can't
Yeah.
tell them everything they need to know, and then 5 minutes later they're gonna die for another reason.
Yeah, so anyway, some of the other bosses are like more sophisticated test mechanics, but this one is actually also with heavy armor and HP, so he is the other one that's actually requiring more damage. And his mechanics are a little bit more sophisticated. What's happening now? We're not doing him?
You're skipping this boss.
No, maybe we're just...
Is it a boss?
Yeah, it
Is
was
this
a
a boss
boss.
fight?
Yeah, it's a boss fight, but this is not a boss fight.
Yeah,
The
we
boss was running.
We don't want to fight this boss. We're gonna skip.
No, I guess that's actually, I think back in the days we were doing that. It's actually we're doing those guys first. So after we're done with those packs, we'll have the whole territory to fight him on. Cause yeah, we're clearing him. We're clearing it, and it's important for him to have more space eventually, because if you can't kill him, it is fortified, I don't think he'll be so hardcore. We got enough damage, we got just enough damage. Damage is not over the top, I would say, but it's pretty decent, I would say. Because once again, guys, this one is 11, this one is like 11 plus 4, was that 15 item levels above me. And yeah, and still our damage is pretty much fine. And yeah, as you can see, he has much armor and HP, like he is hardcore in this manner, so I think we are doing pretty fine for now. Do we have lust? No, we didn't even use bloodlust effects, so we shall be fine. I can tell from now.
I think you haven't used it so far. Or
No, we have used it. It just have 5 minutes cooldown, which means that we haven't used it now. So we have already taken more than half of his HP. It's 2/3 of his HP already for just like what was that, a minute. And yeah, I don't think we did need to clear that pack. It wasn't mandatory, but why not? Going well so far. By the way, that's a clear dungeon to this point. I don't wanna curse it, but don't wanna jinx it, but it's like we don't have that. So yeah, pretty clear dungeon. At least that's the word of this bit, cause I think I got like from this week I already got a green battle +6, so yeah. It will be very interesting if it's exactly the same. This one is going better, but last time I think we had a little bit more damage, but this one is much more clear than the last one. The last time at this point we had something like, if I remember correctly, around 12 deaths already. So averagely everyone had died twice plus 2 deaths. And I guess that's cause the healer was very good player. But 2k rating, and he was going in pack with this not so great tank, but I didn't have so much time, like I already said, so I wanted to make a fast dungeon and I just took them, risking it, and I'm very glad that gamble went well, actually. It went pretty well, indeed. Till now, of course, but I don't see us failing.
no, you're not supposed to say that.
I don't see us failing because if someone doesn't actually leave for some unknown reason, we're at least doing it. Even even if we don't time it.
Your ascension.
This guy has a lot of swirlies.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh no. Tank is gone.
Ooh. Okay. So
Yes, you would love to do
now we got 5 dead.
Is the fight not? Oh, it's all. I thought for a minute the fight might not be over.
No, we did reset. Line of sight here, I think we can use. If we save the tank, everything will be just fine. As you can see, that was like, I don't know what happened, it was a big mistake. It's not even hard for us now. I think we missed some of the affixes, so they buffed the mobs. This affix is very tricky. So a friend was asking me if now gaming is a little bit like more of a profession. Like, do I do it like I gotta play? It's not only for fun, but you gotta do it, and you don't wanna play without recording it. In my case, I am not even streaming; I am just recording. So yeah, even for me it's a little bit like that, but that's why I am actually motivated to play. I most probably would have stopped playing for a while now with the baby, cause that's keeping me motivated to play actually, which is like I would say positive, cause I wanna play. I would get a little bit like depressed is not the right word, but I would miss it very much if I am not playing. Like for example, Rosie is not playing now, and if she was recording it, at least if she had a channel, I'm pretty sure she would be playing from time to time. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, well, probably because that would be one of my
Side
outlets.
hustles, yeah,
Yeah.
projects.
So I would.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a little bit like job. It feels a little bit like job. It's true, like, cause I'm taking that seriously. I wanna be consistent. I wanna be posting. I don't care so much of the quality of my like content, cause I'm literally having fun. And while I'm having fun, I'm recording the videos, which is super easy, practically. Sometimes it gets on your nerves when you're burning out.
Well, when
It
people
happens,
are,
but
people are streaming, normally you could have just about anything happen.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah,
When it's live, it's not just your best games that people get.
yeah. I have already started uploading like all of my games, so it's very similar to me. But you gotta watch the chat when you're streaming, and you gotta eventually answer the questions of people while you are playing, and that would be a little bit more sophisticated for me.
You should try streaming at some point.
Yeah, I will. I have back in the days before, like many years from now already, but I have tried streaming. It wasn't quite bad, but sometimes it's hardcore because you gotta be so good at the game. I was streaming Warframe, if you know the game, the one with the cyber ninjas, you know, the robot ninjas. So yeah, and I had at the very most, like I think something around exactly 108 people watching me
That's not bad.
at the same time. Yeah, it was quite well. It was going well, but then my first company had some like difficulties. I'll say it was just a hard period, and I totally stopped streaming. And then it was a little bit the imposter syndrome, cause I wasn't one of the like best players already. Even when I was streaming, I wasn't exactly like from the first like 1,000 players, for example. I was very good. Like I was I think worldwide I was around in the first best like 10,000 players at least. I would say. I think I was even better than that, but let's say. And then I don't know. I didn't feel I am one of the best, so I stopped streaming because it wasn't. I started streaming because I thought, wow, I actually didn't know, but I am one of the best of players in this game. SQ and everything. And like one of the best, I'm once again, let's say, top 1,000, which is pretty much very well in every game that's actually viral, and it was viral back in the days. I did not know it's so viral, and I understood it's viral as I started streaming. There were some people watching me, some people were like, let's say a loyal audience, but then again, I think none of the people know about this channel, by the way. I didn't have friends there, it was random people like watching me, and I had to answer some of their questions, or at least like react to some comments, let's put it that way, while I was playing, and it was quite sophisticated, and my net wasn't over the top back in the days. It is very that's one of the funniest parts of the story, and it was a little bit lagging. So actually my best period was before I started streaming. When I was streaming, I was a little bit worse than when I wasn't before that, if you understand me.
Oh yeah, because there's various factors.
Yeah, that are actually making it harder for yourself when you're streaming. And yeah, that's my experience with streaming. Before,
People should be aware of that.
yeah, before that I have tried, but it was only amateur, so like I had around 5 people watching me at the same time at the very most, so it doesn't count
I think
when I
it
was a
counts.
kid.
I think that in today's world where there's so many gamers and so many streamers, actually having an audience, even if it's 5, is a big deal.
Yeah, but it still doesn't work. I mean, why would you do that? I mean,
You
if
need
you
to start somewhere. I mean, they are going to.
yeah, of
If you've
course.
reached 5, you're probably going to reach more.
It's that's uncertain, I'll say. I mean, if you scale by somehow, if other people starts watching you, it's okay at some point. But I have seen people, I know people that have been at the very same place, like they have had around between, for example, 3 and 10 people watching them at the same time at the very most for like, I don't know, maybe more than a year. And they don't quit cause, like, for what it's worth, you know, maybe you got one loyal person watching you. Sometimes, for example, one of those guys, one of his loyal people watching him was a girl actually, and he was like looking for, yeah. So he was literally streaming for her, and yeah, let's say that's one person that became your friend during that time because he appreciated what you're doing, and you're streaming for like 2 people. If there's such factor, it's okay, but you'll never start turning from those 5 people at least if they are not like ready to pay you big money just to watch a stream, because streaming is you know, needs a dedication. It's like a profession if you wanna do it the right way, big time. I mean, if it's just amateur, why would you do it in the first place? Because after all, it's like kinda useless, I think. If better have fun, like, or do what I'm doing now, just record your videos. Because with less than, like, let's say 30 people at the same time watching you, which means you can actually, they can give you some stars or whatsoever, you can make some cash out of it. Like nowadays people are aiming for, let's say, around $10 to $30 per hour of streaming. That's quite fine. A little bit more is like becomes a profession content, a profession, like how's the word now? A profession material, if it's like around $40 per hour, cause you can stream for more than 8 hours. Let's be honest. If that happens, if you are seeing results, you can start streaming more and more, and more people will join. Cause if you got 30 players, 30 people watching you, 30 people audience, then most probably you'll get, like you said, more. It will go up to around 100, which is the very minimum of what you can actually call a profession material. Like it can become now your profession, and you can have it as a main activity if you are serious about it, and if you of course want to do that, or at least a very profitable side hustle, or at least a profitable side hustle, so to speak. So, cause like if you can, for example, stream some of the days for like 10 hours, and you are getting around averagely $30 per hour, it's still around $300 per day, which means you can, for example, if you stream around between 10 and 15 days per month, and you're doing the sabatons from time to time, which are giving you usually more money, and more people are joining, that means you can make around, let's put it that way, around, I think, 4,000, around $400 dollars per month and more. You can start from there, and that's pretty much enough to live in many places, like in most of the places in the world. So
Yeah, but you can't afford your games, and it's going to be difficult. But as a side hustle and as a stage in your lifetime, I suppose it's perfectly fine.
$4,000.
Oh, you said 4,000.
$4,000.
400.
$4,000. It's like around 300. It's around 300 per session.
It's fine. Yeah, I thought you were talking about 400.
400. It's $4,000 or $4,000. It's like just enough. Like it's plenty to live with. I mean, it won't be the perfect life at the beginning, like you have to adapt and scale a little bit so it can become really worthy, because after all it's still gaming. After all, you're literally slacking for other more like skillful activities. Like it's working for you, but in a matter of words, it's not only, it's not super. It's some kind of sacrifice. After all, if you decide to do that big time, if you decide that will be your profession, because it's good, but of course you're losing other opportunities at the very same time. But you're actually opening gates to other opportunities and privileges also. So it's I don't know. If you love gaming, for example, I would do it most probably. I would do it if like I had the opportunity, and if I was ready to dedicate myself. If I have to be honest, I'm not sure that there are games that can keep me motivated to play them for competitively so much nowadays. But if there were such, oh, but our damage is not over the top, by the way. I'm seeing that now. We got only 5 deaths, and it happened only once, and we're not. It's not sure we will time it, which is. We gotta make sure we don't die now. Not now, mate. Oh fuck. Damn son, man! Why now? Look at that shit. Not sure what. Okay. Oh yeah, we're on the edge of not timing it. Like it's 1 minute, and we're on the final boss, and we've got our chances. So sorry about it. Grass is ringing now. Now it's the worst time ever. Of course, my friends can have sense about that when's the worst time to call me, and they're usually well focusing on that moment. I don't know what's happening, but it's very like, as you can see, that's happening very often. Like, yeah, we time it. We timed it.
Well done.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much, guys. If you are enjoying, you can always like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Thank
More
you very
updates
much.
on the political situation.
Yeah, in Bulgaria, because it's very important. I'm pretty sure most of you are very interested in that topic, and you should be. Bye bye.